Hello Internets, I am the hero of Julios once again with another One Piece card box unboxing video thing that I really should come up with a clever title. I title other things very cleverly. Anyways, we have the latest set. We have OP07, 500 years in the future. What's more, I also have some additional pre-release packs and so the main theme of this pack is the Vegapunk and Cypher Pole and, all the stuff that's happening at Egghead right now. So I am going to be spoiling things about that arc since it's the latest going on in the anime right now. I strongly recommend, if you are not up to date, I'm not going to hold my tongue. That's a disclaimer I'm just going to need to say because I know I'll slip up. So without further ado, let's get on to the boxing itself. We're going to start off by opening up our pre-release packs and seeing what we get. We get the stage card, Egghead. End of your turn, if you have 3 or less life cards, we can set up to one of our Egghead type characters with a cost of 5 or less as active. Great for the 5 cost Shaka that has 6,000 power and is a blocker. Ooh, and the other one is Monkey D. Luffy. 5 cost to play, 6,000 power, 1,000 counter. If you have 3 or more characters, your characters with a cost of 3 or less, other than Monkey D. Luffy, cannot be KO'd by your opponent's effects. It's a decent defense against black, I would say, given that Moria is currently running rampant as one of the strongest decks. Oh, speaking of which, I opened my other pre-release pack to find Gecko Moria. 5 cost to play, 6,000 power. Once per turn, if your leader has the 7 Warlords of the Sea type, and this character would be removed from the field by your opponent's effects, you may place one of your characters, other than Gecko Moria, at the bottom of the owner's deck instead. And our other one is Tony Chopper, very cute. 2 cost to play, 3,000 power, 1,000 counter. Just has a trigger. Up to one of your Egghead type characters gains blocker during this turn, then add this card to your hand. That's pretty strong, actually, because not only do you get to give something blocker to prevent potentially a second swing from your opponent, but you now have that 1,000 counter in hand if you need to use it. I wouldn't recommend just playing the 2 cost Chopper, because we are currently in a very removal heavy meta, and it's very easy to destroy a 2 cost like that. So, as per my tradition, I am currently opening the box, taking out the bottom 2 booster packs, and we are going to start with the left one. I like to do this little tradition because I believe that even if there's only 2 packs left in the box, it's not too late to try and get something good. So as long as we pull an SR or better, my superstition this time is correct. Oh, we're starting off alright with a Gecko Moria. Then we've got a Reiju. Then we got Scratchman Apu, followed by Maha, Vinsmoke Sanji, Dice, Mihawk, more Pizza, Captain John. We get the Rob Lucci leader card, and for our rares, Frankie and Ein. Well, okay, so, yeah, not that great, but that's okay, because we have a second pack. And, ooh, that opened up real nice. See, it opened up so smoothly, it definitely has to have something in it, right? So we've got Usopp, he's a cool guy. Then Tonjit, followed by Dogra and Mogra, another Moria. Aladdin, Korobu, not to be confused with Caribou. Island of Women, Nico Robin, Gina, Hattori, and for our rares we get Lucy and Rob Lucci. Okay, so, it's not 100%. Otherwise, people would just open a box, grab the bottom 2 packs from the store, and not try to buy anything else. But, hey, it's okay. We're going to be okay, because we're going to pull something really cool. Right now, we've got Boa Marigold, another Tonjit, Vega Force 1, which I think is cool, York, one of my favorite new characters in the Egghead arc, Megaton Ninetales Rush, Egghead, Mihawk, Ito Mimizu, I believe is how it's pronounced, Pythagoras, Crocodile, and for our rares, Tempest Kick, and Lilith, another member of the Vegapunks. This is one of his satellites. So she is a 3 cost to play, 5,000 power, no counter. Her on play is the Searcher of Egghead. Look at 5 cards from the top of your deck, reveal 1 Egghead type card other than Lilith, and add it to your hand. Then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. Furthermore, she has the trigger, if your leader is Vegapunk, play this card. Now, what's crazy about that is she is 5,000 power, and Vegapunk's leader ability can just throw a card onto life. So, yeah, you could turn 1, gain a life, and you know it's going to be a Searcher. So, it's a great way to make your opponent hesitate before hitting you, since they know that you both know, because you have to put the life card face up. We got Papagoo, Baskerville, Gizmonda, who saved my butt a lot during the pre-releases, let me tell you. Got Sanji, Rayquaza Help, Karmic Punishment, Snake Dance, Mr. Tanaka, Slow Beam, Joseph, and for our rares, Trafalgar Law and Portia. Accidentally put that Joseph card on my blue. I like to organize my stacks by color so it's easier to put them away later. Anyways, back to the card I pulled. Portia is a 3 cost to play, 5,000 power, or Porch. I'm not really sure how to pronounce her. On play, Dawn -1. Look at 5 cards from the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 Foxy Pirate type card, and add it to your hand. Then, place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order, and play up to 1 purple character card with 4,000 power or less from your hand. So, the Foxy Pirate strategy is to fill the board with all of his obnoxious crew members, and use their abilities to kind of prevent each other from being destroyed while disrupting what you're doing on your turn. Unfortunately, as much as I love the Foxy leader, it's not very good. It's like Dawn -3 just to do his ability, and you have to have 3 characters on board. Characters like Stelly, although Stelly's red. Edward Weevil, we got Monda. You could put Monda in your deck. Dogra and Magra, Ninetail Rush, Califa, Karmic Punishment, Big Bun, Bartolomeo, Salome, and for our rares, Arouge. Oh, and another SR. That is 3 in a row. This one in particular, a lot of law players are seeking. 6 cost to play, 6,000 power, 2,000 counter, Sanji. What's really cool about this card is its innate ability. If the number of Dawn cards on your field is at least 2 or less than the number on your opponent's field, give this card in your hand -3 cost. In addition, he is also a blocker. But that means if you have less Dawn than your opponent by 2 or more, you are able to play him out directly from your hand using Law's ability, because during the turn in which that happens, he will be a 3 cost card in hand and therefore count for Law's ability. Otherwise, he's an okay card. You can't really play him in Reiju, in my opinion, mostly because she already has so much Vinsmoke going on, but there's no tiny Sanji to summon a bigger Sanji with. Our next pack contains Bakin, Porshemi, Papagoo, Blue Jam, Tony Chopper, Boa Sandersonia, the Slow Beam Sword, Spandam himself. He possesses the world's most brilliant mind. It's another searcher for Vegapunk. Moda. And for our rares, Rob Lucci and Outlook the Third, otherwise known as Sabo's dad, which I'm surprised he got a card. I'm interested to see if his mom gets a card, because, she has a name and existed in the story. Just like Fuza existed in the story, as well as Edison, Edward Weevil, Tonjit, Koala, Rayquaza Help, Morgans, Atlas, another Gina. Oh, we got the Foxy leader. And for our rares, Perfume Femur and Kaku. Back in my younger days, I actually had a boss named Gina, so it was kind of weird to see that card for a moment, but yeah, I wonder how she's doing. It's been a while. a while since I worked at that place. Next we have Usopp, Jinbei, Capote, York, Iron Body, Aladdin, Egghead, Shaka that I was mentioning earlier, another Nico Robin. We got Shave, and for our rares, we're going to claim the One Piece. And we got ourselves an alternate art. We have the man, the myth, the legend himself. It's Foxy. 7 cost to play, 7,000 power. Opponent's turn. If your leader has the Foxy Pirates type, give all of your opponent's characters minus 1,000 power. Slow them down a little. Activate main once per turn. Add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck and rest it. Alright, well, that is a nice SR. That's his boxing look from when he fought Luffy. The fate of both their crews on the line. It was a heartfelt struggle between 2 men and an afro. In our next pack, we start off with Baskerville, Porshami, Marigold, Moria, Keep Out, Rayquaza Help, Spandam, Masked Deuce, another Robin, another Lucci leader, and for our rares, Frankie and Outlook the Third. Getting a lot of repeat cards already. I was kind of hoping, we'd have a bigger variety, Well, we still have, the chance at another SR, or not, we have chances at SRs, I certainly hope, but we have a chance at another alt art, or perhaps a secret rare, so let's keep on digging past Papagoo, Maha, Gizmonda, Ninetail Rush, Egghead, Choppa, Morgans, Shave, Salome, Hamburg, and for our rares, another Tony Chopper, but this one is Foxy Pirates instead of Straw Hat Crew, and an SR of Jinbei. This is a 4 cost to play, 5,000 power, 1,000 counter. He is Fishman, 7 Warlords of the Sea, and Sun Pirate type card. His on play up to 1 7 Warlords of the Sea type character card with a cost of 4 or less other than Jinbei from your hand. So this works fantastically in the Doflamingo from set 1. Because, he runs a lot of 4 cost Warlord cards. Also, we got a lot of 4 cost Warlord cards in this set to go along with that. That's a really good thing. Jinbei doesn't play Jinbei, though, because, that'd be pretty crazy. Oh, speaking of Jinbei, we actually pulled Jinbei. How about that? Then we got Bakin, Blue Jam, Monda again, Egghead, Koraboo. We haven't seen Caribou. Califa, Aladdin, Crocodile, another 4 cost, Hamburg, and for our rares, Tempest Kick and Tony Chopper. Again. Alright, sliding along into our next pack, we start with Edison and the Vega Force 1, Boa Marigold, Blue Jam, Karmic Punishment, Quasar Help, York, Roanoa Zoro. Pythagoras is a very yellow, it is a very yellow booster. We got Vegapunk in this one too. And for our rares, Karina and Demon Aura 9 Sword Style Ashura Demon 9 Flash. Remember, kids, when playing in a card game, you need to say your card's full name in order for your opponent to understand. Do not leave out a single word, especially when you play cards like Demonic Aura 9 Sword Style Ashura Demon 9 Flash. And with that, we are halfway through the booster box. Let us hope that perhaps we have the chance at a beautiful manga card, a real kicker to send this video into the sky of ratings. But for now, we just have this really demonic boy. And then Capote, he's a fishman. Usopp, Dice, Island of Women, Sandersonia, Morgans, the most brilliant mind in the world, Roanoa Zoro, Shaka, Orouge. Oh, and there we go. For our other rare, we have Portuguese D Ace. Well, for the other rare of that pack, it is actually a secret rare. He is a 10 cost to play, 10,000 power character. With the on play, add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life cards. Then, if you have 2 or less life cards, this character gains Rush for the turn. For those of you NL players out there, this is a fantastic card to put in your deck. For those of you who want to try Vegapunk, a friend of mine actually recommended playing Yamato from set 5, I think was when she came out. Set 5 instead, because, you know, the 9 cost lets you use the leader ability still. Regardless, that ace is a powerhouse. It gives rush, and a very powerful one at that, to yellow in a way that I think only Enel and a 4-cost Katakuri are capable of doing rush right now. So that's something to think about. We got Maha, Fuza, Sandersonia, Califa, Beam Sword, Slow Beam, Mass Deuce, Boa Hancock Leader, and for our rares, Kaku and Outlook the Third. Deeper into the box we go. We got Vinsmoke Reiju, Porshemi, Marigold, York, Snake Dance, Choppa, Mihawk, Mimizu, Grand Magnon. He possesses the world's most brilliant mind, and for our rares, Kaku and Baccarat. Accidentally spoiled myself a little. I saw something shiny at the end of this booster, so let's try to get past all these commons in our way, like Moria, Iron Body. We got Snake Dance, Koala. Oh, there's Caribou. Joseph, Bartolomeo, and for our rares, Monkey D. Luffy in his Nightmare Luffy form, and Basil Hawkins. Now this is a great card. 6 cost to play, 7,000 power. If your leader has the Supernova type, this character gains blocker. Now that wouldn't sound too crazy if it weren't for his second ability. If this character would be removed from the field by your opponent's effects, you may rest one of your opponent's characters instead. So, say your opponent plays Moria, does the whole Absalom and Ice Age and Helmeppo combo thing, you know, gets him down to 0 cost and tries to blow him up. Nope. Just rest something. Just pick Moria or Absalom or Rob Lucci or whatever, what have you. But it doesn't just stop there. The words removed from the field is very important to understand here, because that includes things like Katakuri that bounces it to the life stack, or something that would put it on the bottom of your deck, like the Sakazuki that we used to know. But as of the recording of this video, he's currently banned. There are other blue cards to look out for that can do that. Don't let your opponent fool you. It is only by combat that Hawkins can be removed from the board. If you're fighting a Hawkins, don't be fooled. This is a once per turn ability, so don't let them trick you into thinking they can do it twice. In our next pack, we have Scratchman Apu, Buckin, Edison, Aladdin, Tony Choppa, Boa Sandersonia, Big Bun, Zoro, Jewelry Bonnie as a leader card, and for our rares, Galaxy Wink and Blaze Slice. But we also have this wonderful Dawn card. This is the moment where the warlords had gathered together for the big battle against Whitebeard in order to protect the entirety of Marine Ford from his forces, because they were on a rampage to save Ace. At the time, there were only 5 Warlords of the Sea, so it's not exactly an accurate number, but hey, we don't worry about those things. We just keep moving forward. We've got 5 Warlords of the Sea. I'm sure we'll find, 2 more over the course of 2 years, and who knows? Maybe, just maybe, we'll completely disband the system and replace it with doppelgangers. Just a theory. Alright, we got Capote next, followed by Fuza. Then we have Scratchman Apu, we got Jinbei. Then it's the Island of Women, Megaton Ninetails Rush, Pickles, Don Quixote do Flamingo, Moda, Monkey D. Luffy, and for our rares, Ein. Oh, and Monkey D. Dragon, appearing in the same booster as his son. How about that? 8 cost to play, 9,000 power. He's got Rush and a fantastic on-play ability. Give up to 2 rested Dawn cards to your leader or one of your characters. Keep in mind that this does include himself because he is on the board when the on-play happens. So you can effectively use 2 of the 8 Dawn that you paid to play him to give him extra 2,000 power. This is an 8 cost to play, 11,000 rush if you play it that way. If you combine this with the new Dragon Leader, you could attach this to him, swing 11, then move that Dawn from him to the leader and swing an additional 7 if you needed to. Speaking of Dragon, it's actually kind of weird. I think he's the only leader I haven't pulled this box. So we'll have to keep an eye out. Maybe we might not get our hands on every single leader card. But for now, we've got Sanji and the Beam Sword and Crocodile to keep us company. We'll have to get more pizza for them, and then maybe Mr. Tanaka will deliver it. Next we have, for our rares, Demonic Aura, 9 Sword Style Ashura Demon 9 Flash, and Ace. Listen, I said you had to announce the entire card while playing. You do not have to read the whole name when you're just showing the card off, like Portgas the Ace. Next we have Tonjit, Jinbei, Porshami, Baskerville, Korribu, who can summon Caribou, Keep Out, Iron Body, Pickles, Slave Arrow, another Caribou, and for our rares, Margaret and Baccarat. 2 blockers in 1 pack. That's kind of nice. Well, we're reaching the end, down to our last 4, and I'm pretty sure I've seen the goods of this box. We saw our alt art, we saw our secret rare, so we'll just have to settle for the Vega Force 1, Jinbei, Stelly, Little Koala, and Dice. We got Keep Out, Spandam, Atlas, Captain John, Gecko Moria, big fat Gecko Moria. And for our rares, we have Blue Jam. Oh, and Stussy. Stussy is a 9 cost to play, 9,000 power, with a very strong on play. On play, you may trash one of your characters. KO up to one of your opponent's characters. That's it. No cost reduction, no rested, no with a power of X or less. It's just gone. 10 Dawn turn, play your 1 cost Searcher Spandam and follow it up with a 9-drop Stussy that takes out your guy but takes out theirs as well. And in desperate times, you could chain them together. You could next turn swing 9 with this Stussy and then use your next Stussy to blow up your Stussy to blow up their stuff. So however you plan on doing it, it's a really strong card. I would recommend, at least if you're playing black, especially if you're playing Rob Lucci, who can, search for Cypher Pole 0, I would definitely recommend at least 2 copies of it. In our next pack, we have Maha, followed by Usopp, Stelly, Capote, Egghead, Morgans, Big News himself, Slow Beam Sword, Hamburg, Monkey D. Luffy. Oh, hey, there's the dragon card. Well, that's nice. And for our rares, we got Ace and Foxy. That's the regular art, by the way, not the alt art that we pulled. And now we are down to our penultimate, that means second to last, booster pack. Let's see if we can pull something out behind Gizmonda, Bakin, Reiju, Sanji, Mihawk, Pickles, Slave Arrow, Dragon Breath. Oh, there's the Foxy leader, again. Monkey D. Luffy as one of our rares, Arouge as the other, and the other Warlord Dawn. Because you get 2 to a box these days, which is really nice, because it really helps diminish their price. I think you can get pretty much any Dawn from set 4 onward. You can get for maybe $1 a Dawn. So for $10, you can just buy a playset of it if you need it. Or if you're a new player trying to catch up due to lack of printing. And for our final pack, the gold medal, we've got Vega Force 1, Edward Weevil, Reiju, Edison, Spandam himself, Califa, the Island of Women, Dice, Don Quixote do Flamingo, Dragon Breath, and for our rares, Tony Chopper, and Little Otama, the Searcher for Wano. Well, there you have it. The box is pretty well set. I like what I got, mostly because it's things I still needed full play sets of, even after all the pre-releases I've been to. So we got our usual, we got our 2 Warlord Dawn, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 SRs. Finally, we have an alternate art of Foxy and the secret rare of Ace. And there you have it, 500 years into the future. I'll be opening another box for my next video, so stay tuned for that one when it comes out. Let me know in the comments below if I pulled your favorite character, or if there was a character you were hoping got pulled and you unfortunately didn't get to see it. Either way, thank you for watching as always, and I will see you in the next video. This is the Hero of Julios, Xing out.